Charting horse value. I'm going to do a final video here, kind of putting it all together. This is Lone Star, by the way. It was today, just happened, May 29th, the final race, race 10. And I want to talk about the top to bottom sort. And the top to bottom sort factors in three things, which I've already talked about. It factors in PFDS odds, best odds, and the jockey trainer combination, which mathematically is put into an odds format, and all three are then averaged equally. And that's the top to bottom sort. So it's just factoring those factors only. I don't actually show you the number I'm sorting on because it would be confusing. But, they're sorted top to bottom. Now, it's not the most important factor, but it is a factor I want to show. So this race here, race 10, this turf race going a mile, the top to bottom sort has John Doe on top. John Doe has, by the way, the lowest PFDS odds, has the lowest best odds, and has the second best jockey trainer combination. So not surprisingly, it's on top. Gets $5 of value based on this 4.3 to 1 compared to the 6 to 1 morning line. And that's the top to bottom sort. Second is Silver Luke Silver, and who's, by the way, the favorite. And third is Papa's Boy, who is actually an underlay. I have this horse at PFDS odds of 11 to 1 compared to a 6 to 1 morning line. All right, so that's the top to bottom sort. Now, the letter grade over here factors in all 5 ranks. I did a video on the ranks, and the letter grade factors those in. And you can see there's 2 A's in the race, and then a couple C's. And the letter grades you can get are A, B, C, and occasionally a K. And let's see if there's a K. No K's today. But occasionally you'll see a K. And a K just is like a kind of a dominant horse. Usually they go off pretty short odds. And K stands for key horse. You can see in this race 4, the letter grades, there's 3 B's and 2 C's. Not even a single A horse in that race. Very wide open. You could, and then you see down here this little S. Now this S happens very rarely, and it means spot play. It might only happen once on a whole card, or maybe it won't happen at all. Sometimes it happens 3 times. It's always goes to the horse that gets the plus and meets a bunch of other criteria, which I won't go through, but makes it a strong wager. Now, this horse actually, the 4, got scratched. Okay, so this was I couldn't bet on that horse. Anyway, here we got 2 A's and 2 C's, and the letter grade is useful, but I wouldn't put too much significance on it. If you got the time, I would look harder at the rank column. But the letter grade is certainly a very easy shortcut. Now, for this race 10, it's pretty obvious who you're going to bet on. Okay, the things I always want to look at are who's on top of the chart, John Doe, who's PFDS odds number 1, John Doe, and who gets this little plus grade. Now, what you'll see in every race, there's one horse that gets a plus. It's not always the horse ranked on top either. There's a bunch of factors that go into it, okay, which I won't get into. But it means that it's the best horse to bet on in that race. So race 2, Maya Pretty, don't know if Maya Pretty won or not. Maya Pretty is the best horse to bet on in that race. Second in the top to bottom sort, 6 to 1 morning line, -0 trainer, 8 jockey, over jocked, tactical horse with 5 early speeds, pretty average. 80 energy is very competitive. By the way, I talked about energy in a different video, but energy within 5 points is competitive. So this has got competitive energy, good PFDS odds, good best odds, and big overlay. Big overlay, $17 of value compared to that 6 to 1 morning line. That to me is the best horse to bet on. But you'll see in other races, it could be way down on the chart. Down here, this Our Southern Girl 3 at 20-1. And some races there's nobody good to bet on. Lucky Promise is a horse I recommend, but it's not a good betting race. But you can always count on that plus horse. And if someone says, bet Jeff, who do you like in the race? And I'm just going to purely go off these mathematical algorithms in my charts. I'm going to go with the plus horse. That's going to be my default answer. Okay. My second default answer would be PFDS odds number 1. And my third answer would be the top horse in the chart. So for race 10, they're all the same. The plus horse, the top horse, and PFDS odds number 1, it's all the same horse, John Doe. That's who I'm going to bet. Now that horse went off at almost 15-1. And you can go watch the replay. The horse won pretty easy. Won by a length. And looked like was much the best. Now this 12 horse ran second. Good luck getting the exacta. But I mean, I just crushed that horse to win in place, and it was profitable on the day based on that one horse alone. 15-1. So that's how you can put it all together and make some money. And that's how the top to bottom sort works. That's how the letter grade works. And most importantly, that's how this plus horse works. The best wager in the race. Thank you.